Hey, I'm Bubba.
And I'm John.
We use our questionable and sometimes traumatic childhood experiences to hopefully become better parents.
We might not succeed.
But listen,
They're fine.
I'm in Lake Tahoe. John currently is in an undisclosed location. This is our first remote episode, as we may have a
Yeah.
couple if it works out, because we are traveling.
Bear with us, audience, assuming this video / podcast actually makes it to your feed.
Yeah.
It'll be a miracle. Brandon is on vacation. I am at home. He's going to get back. Then I'm going to go on vacation. So
Also,
we
I
might have
should
a couple of
clarify,
these over the summer.
a vacation is something relaxing that you do. I am on a trip with my family, with my
Mm.
children. A vacation is something I do childless with my wife. This is a mere trip of packing the minimal amount of our household items into a steel and plastic vehicle going 80 miles an hour at best, with screaming, crying children, who are a lot weaker than I anticipated for this outdoorsy trip. I thought we turned some corners. Turns out we did not.
When's the last time you, if that's the criteria, when's the last time you went on a vacation?
By the way, for the viewer, including you, John, I don't, now that I'm close on camera, we've opened up a whole new set of physical bits I can do. When's the last time I went on vacation with these kids?
No, not with these kids. You're saying that you're on a trip. When's the last time you went on a vacation? If we're using your definition here.
Last year about this time, and it was incidental because it was a work trip my wife went on for a nursing conference in Florida, and I was her plus one. Grandma watched the kids, and Jenna and I got to do a full week in a resort. Your white trash friend ain't never been in a resort, dude. And I, being artsy fartsy, shit on these things my whole life. What a bunch of losers. They don't want to experience the real America. Dude, I was so happy at this resort. I didn't have to go anywhere. They had a spa there. They had a bidet. They had a gym. They had a indoor shopping mall, restaurants. I did not leave the grounds because
Dude,
if you barely left these Florida grounds, dude, they had signs everywhere. Watch out for snakes. Watch out for gators. I was like, fuck this state. But
Dude,
I
you're
was
so
inside.
basic. You're
Yep.
so basic. You're like one step away from Disney cruises.
I was going to do it until I heard about that child sex trafficking ring in the Disney cruise. Hey, wait a minute. You said we can't talk bad about Disney.
I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm saying bad things about you.
I'm not the sex trafficking cruise line.
You brought up sex trafficking. I just said you're going to go on a Disney cruise.
Well, I'm just saying I don't support child sex trafficking.
You're taking a hard stand. Hard stand.
But I will say, if there is any sex child trafficking, I'd prefer Disney was involved.
If it's going to happen somewhere.
If it's going to happen, we might as well give it the seal of the Mouse House approval. I don't like the Epstein variety, nor the South and Central American kind. I like good old Technicolor.
Ridiculous, dude. So we're gonna have to. I'm trying to restrain myself because I want to ask you a bunch of questions about your trip, not your vacation, your trip with your kids.
Yeah.
But I guess we should save it for when you get back and you can give us the full rundown. Unless there's anything you want to.
But we should preface this Zoom episode. It's not Zoom. It's a different company. We won't say who it is. Epstein. But it's owned by Palantir. But we had a lot of talk, we should tell the audience, about doing this because John himself has been a little reticent, a bit of a Luddite for a guy who works in tech, if you ask me. And he said, the only reason I'll do this Zoom is for a hand job. And I said, I didn't know you were gay. But he said, if we found a good thematic way to do it. And so we came up with the idea of us attempting to add another layer of technology to this, which is hard for you boy with an old computer and limited Wi-Fi here, of us sharing home videos
Mhm.
of summertime with our families back in the good old days when people smoked indoors and women were spit upon at the voting booth.
Yeah, so we are going to share some home videos with y'all. And so this is going to be one of the first episodes, I think, where we do recommend you go watch this on YouTube
Yeah,
instead of listen. I mean, feel free to listen. It will be a great podcast as well, I think. But
we should have
there,
called it watch. They're fine.
yeah, exactly. But I think it will have an extra layer of fun if you watch it. And I will say also let me retort your comment about me not wanting to do a virtual meet. One, I know who my co-host is. He is not a technical man. So I knew it was going to be a challenge to work out all the kinks with Mr. Ogborn.
He's not a
And
gear boy.
yeah, so I knew that was going to be some
I don't
obstacles we
even
had to
have a.
overcome.
I should say this for the listeners who are interested in breaking and entering into my house. We don't even have a doorbell. You
Yeah.
go into John's house and he's like, "Excuse me, Siri. Excuse me, Alexa. Excuse me, Sumi." There's others, and then the lights dim, a fireplace
Mhm.
turns on. I'll take a shit in his house and I get sprayed with water because he's remote operating a bidet. I don't know how to do anything.
So
And I'm
that's
not
number
even a
one.
Luddite because I can't even build a bonfire. My wife has to do it. I'm fucking helpless.
No, you have a special set of skills. You're like Liam Neeson. Uh, Number two, I am in this fucking office and on meetings all day long. So the last thing I want to do when I get off work is come back here and be on another meeting on a video and staring at glowing rectangles. So that is why I'm averse to doing it as well. For
And
those are the two primary reasons.
I'm chit chatting all day with the mailman, and I yearn like you yearn for the mines, John. I yearn for the
Exactly.
glowing rectangle. I yearn to be in the box, in the machine, like the lawnmower man.
You just want some air conditioning and a nice comfy chair. I want to get out of the comfy chair and the air conditioner and just go be in the world with the people.
If full disclosure, we're recording this at 8 p.m. The sauna downstairs open till 8. I got for the viewer, I got my skivvies with me. I'm gonna go, dude. I should give you an aside because I don't think I've said this on the show. Last year I was here. There's a bunch of old fogies, and they
Mhm.
have a sauna downstairs. It doesn't even work that good, but I crank that thing up and I give it 20 minutes to get cooking. And so I was in there in my swim trunks, and of course I had back problems, so I was kind of stretching like this in there. And it's got glass, and it's kind of in a walkway to get to like the pool area.
Mhm.
So I'm just doing some stretching. These two old ladies, I'm talking old bats, they walk up the stairs and kind of glance at me while I'm just kind of going like this, and the
Yeah.
lady, and you can hear everything. And the lady goes, they're going up the stairs and I can hear them. And the lady goes, "Did you see that man?" And the other lady goes, "No." She goes, "Yuck."
Oh no.
Yuck.
Yuck.
Yuck. I was like about to be like, "You're dying. You're a bag of bones." Also,
You thought they were going to be like, what a hot piece of tail.
if
Look at
I
that
was,
young
yeah,
buck coming through here,
yeah,
brightening up our old lady day. And instead they go,
no,
yuck.
yuck. And she had that voice. She was like, "Did you see that man?" Like she's out of some 80's movie with a transatlantic accent. Anyways,
Yeah.
enough of me.
All right.
Yeah, so
I
I get
think
it. You didn't want to do it, but we're giving it the old college try. And
yeah,
for
we'll
good
see how it
reason.
goes.
I empathize with you, John.
Let's see how the technical abilities hold up throughout this, and hopefully the audio and the video will be enjoyable to our listeners. And we're going to try to make it special for them by having some home videos.
Yeah, yeah. Why don't
So
you
we'll
go
break into that
first?
now.
And then if we
You want
have
me to go
time,
first?
we'll talk about some of the current vacay stuff, or we'll talk about it when we're both back.
Okay,
Yeah,
sounds good.
lay it on first.
Okay, so I brought up my screen now. I will say my home videos are an 8mm. There is
Okay.
no audio because I grew up in the 1980s, and apparently my family had technology from the 1960s and 70s on hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to share some videos of vacations I took when I was a kid. When I was a kid, the only vacations we took were either camping or maybe once a year, we would do a little road trip to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And our parents would leave my sister and I just around at the arcade all day long with a roll of quarters, and they'd come back at dinner time and get us. But when we go on vacation camping, we'd go with a lot of family and friends, and a few folks had an 8mm camera. So that's what I'm going to share. So it'll start in just a moment. Here we go.
Wow, so
Brandon, can you describe what you're seeing?
I'm seeing what looks like a slasher video.
So this is that's Uncle Patrick.
Oh, it looked like a woman.
No, he's got cool rock star hair.
Oh
That's
wow,
that's my Uncle Mike.
wow, he looks like who's the pornographic actor from the 70s?
I think he looks like Ron Jeremy.
No, the John Holmes. He looks more like John.
Oh yeah,
Holmes.
and that's my
These are, by
father
the way,
right there.
These are all people in what looks like a swimming hole, although there's moving water, so at least
Sure.
we're less worried about a bacterial infection. There's a woman holding up a couple cold cans of beer. She's in a bikini.
Yep. My Uncle Mike, I think he actually looks like Anthony Kiedis a little bit. It's kind of funny.
Oh yeah, I see that.
With the brown hair,
Got the denim shorts, tucked in flannel.
That's
Bang.
infamous
He's got
Uncle Patrick.
Long hair, but bangs. It was very common. What year did you say this was?
I look to be about 5 years old, so this is probably 1985.
Jesus,
That's me right there.
It looks like 1975. That's the thing when you look at old shit, like even The Sopranos. I was like, oh, The Sopranos is old. I started rewatching Sopranos. It looks like it's from like 1990, but it's like 1999, and you're like, what the fuck?
Everything's always backdated a little bit, right?
So, do you remember how your family kind of co-opted this entire swimming area?
Dude, who knows? I guarantee you nobody planned anything out. They just showed up somewhere. It was probably not even a legitimate campsite. It was just like some piece of wilderness.
Right at the end of a sewage filtration plant, it looks like. I mean, yeah, they got the towels hanging on sticks here. They got lawn chairs in the water. There's children young.
Yeah, I mean, there was no facilities here. I doubt there were any bathrooms anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was no general store or anything. This is just you pulled up some dirt and you set up your tents, right?
Yep. Yeah. There's a kid on top of a rock. Is that you in a swimsuit?
No, that's a cousin. I'm going to fast forward just a little bit here.
Well, I was joking because it's obviously a 5-year-old girl in a girl's bathing suit. But I thought perhaps your parents dressed you as a girl for your first 5 years.
Very funny. Now we have some jousting on the log.
Yeah, some hillbilly. Now, I cannot believe this is 1985. These two guys, this looks like something like, this looks like rehearsal footage for Deliverance.
That's my father and my uncle.
No doubt, drunk fighting with sticks on a log.
Yeah. They're really hamming it up for the camera.
Hitting them. Oh, okay. They're just stunt.
Yeah.
They're joking.
Yeah.
Wow. Swimming in jeans.
We do need to call that out. All the men are wearing jeans and they're fully in the water.
Full-length jeans. You know, that reminds me, you told me when you lived in Santa Barbara, when I was friends with Christopher Lloyd, that you said he used to come into your gym and he'd work out in jeans.
Jeans and leather shoes. I was always like, he'd be on the treadmill fucking running in jeans.
Is he like doing bench presses or what?
I always saw him doing like cardio stuff.
I've got 4 more sets. Oh. Look at all the children are piled in together here.
In just some swimming hole.
Pissing and shitting in here, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Now, who's that?
That's my sister right there.
That's your sister. Well, I could tell she's going to have some problems just from that. That's your dad? They're all beaten up?
I think that's my uncle in there. It's hard to, the men all have kind of longish hair and beards. It's a little bit tough to tell the difference sometimes.
No wonder they couldn't catch anybody in a police lineup back then. Every guy had a handlebar mustache and feathered hair.
Yeah. The women are all, maybe 100 pounds?
Yeah. Yep. They're probably all on methamphetamines that were prescribed by the doctor.
How dare you? It's my mother.
For depression. Well, I meant just women at that time. You're like, if you have
Sure.
any problems, you should try this. Your mom looks like she's 12 years old.
She was
She might have been.
probably 25, 24.
Uh-oh, looks like we got a raft. Things are going to escalate. The
This
way
was
he's holding
probably
this up, he found it.
it was probably a really big deal that somebody had a flotation device of some kind. It was probably like, get out the raft,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
One of the videos I almost saved for you was a summer video of my family, and it was just 25 minutes my dad filmed of us playing in a tube. And all the neighbor
Mhm.
kids came over to play in the front yard in like a tire tube, not like a
Yeah,
formal raft, you know?
it was a big deal, right?
It's a big
We didn't
deal. High
have
tech.
all the fun amenities we have today. So, yeah, I mean, I'll fast forward a little bit here because I think we're treading some of the same ground. I don't know what
Oh
this
wow,
is.
we cut to a hospital, a
Yeah,
NICU.
I'm gonna
So
jump forward.
somebody gave birth in the river. Oh my God, is that you skipped over, John, the
Well,
Jack in
that's
the
not part of the
Box?
vacation. Yeah, I know.
That's
There's
part of
some
the
other videos
murder.
on here that I'll save for the future that aren't vacation videos.
Okay, well, for the
Um,
viewer or listener, he skipped over some kind of birthday party with somebody dressed as the Jack in the Box guy.
all right. So a lot of folks smoking. These are aunts and cousins. This is, I think, a
Yeah,
subsequent camping trip. There's
yeah.
me,
Every
covered in
no.
mud.
Oh, look at your blonde hair. The
Yeah.
mom has a beer and a cigarette in hand.
Hmm.
It's not.
Hmm.
I mean, of course.
Yep. We look like we're in a Hooverville.
Yeah, you are covered in mud.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
Yeah, these are orphans. We're like you work in a mine in Ireland, which
The
your
kids.
ancestors no doubt did. That's probably why you're so comfortable.
Wait till you see this guy.
Oh
This is
my
the.
God.
Oh no, it gets better.
That's, holy shit. This guy's got a crossbow that he's pretending to shoot at the camera. Who was that?
That was an uncle.
He's dead, right?
Probably.
Gotta be. Who's
Yeah.
filming, by the way?
I don't know. I think it would be switched around a lot. They would different people would just pick up the camera, the different camcorder,
I
whatnot.
love that he brought a crossbow where I'm counting about 8 kids. A
Mhm.
crossbow, in my opinion, more dangerous than having a gun at a campsite. If I was a kid, I would pick up that crossbow in a heartbeat and start shooting it at people I knew.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure we did, and we probably got hit or got in trouble. I
I
mean,
mean, won't that pierce your fucking rib cage?
it's meant for killing animals. I'm sure.
Well, people are animals too.
That's what I
Boy, I
mean. So it
can't
would fucking
imagine
go right
what's
through
on the
it.
menu here. It looks like bread and a giant stick of butter. Who was that? Your
Yeah,
grandma, the private
that was my
investigator?
that was my great grandmother actually.
Who's the guy in the leather vest? Is that the
That's an
uncle with the
uncle. Yeah, that's the
crossbow?
uncle that. Yeah, well, that was a different uncle. There's so many folks.
Oh, look, they're
So,
celebrating here. Somebody got out of prison, I'm guessing.
I mean, there's. How dare you?
Who just got out of the clink here?
I mean, so now, I mean, there's more of this. This is pretty much the end. This is my father admiring a waterfall.
Looks like
Uh,
he's about to jump off. Is that you?
sure. No, that's some other kid. These are just friends and cousins. Everyone was a cousin, even if they weren't. Everyone was an uncle or an aunt, even if they weren't.
Yeah. Oh man, that dude looks like my uncle, Little Jim.
That dude, that's my dad, bro.
Dude, your dad. I would not fuck with that guy then or now, man.
All right, I think we'll leave it there. So that's the video. Brandon, what's your takeaway?
You crawled out of the hole, John. No wonder you stay as far away from those inland desert folk as possible. You are of inland people. That's the thing with inland people, John. They see a
Mhm.
body of water and they go, "Well, golly, look at this. Gather around, children.
Sure.
Put all our indoor furniture in the watering hole." You know?
Put on your swimming jeans.
Yeah. They didn't need much. I'll tell you though, there's truth to it with the kids, even on this little road trip. Of all the things we did, the cities and towns we've gone to, all these motherfuckers want to do is just walk around a creek.
Yeah, it's
They don't
fun.
want to go in the lake. They don't want to even touch the ocean. They want to
No,
walk around on the rocks in the creek. They were at a little bay over here today, and there's some hillbilly kid who caught a water snake that bit him. Kid didn't give a fuck. He was a badass. He was like a little Steve Irwin, and he picked up crawfish and stuff. The kids just want to walk around on these rocks along the waterfall with me. That's all they wanted.
It's fun. It's novel, I think. It's not just jumping in the water, which is fun too, but especially our kids, I think they're a little bit, the ocean's kind of normalized for them. We live
Yeah.
you and I both live so close to the beach. It doesn't have a novelty factor anymore. But
Yeah.
creeks, rivers, they have a full on novelty where you're looking for little animals, little critters.
Yeah.
You got rocks. It's a lot of discovery. It's fun.
Yeah, we found a bird egg of some kind, or it could have been a big old snake egg. We saw a dead decomposing frog. It's pretty exciting. All right,
good
you want me
stuff.
to share with you here?
Yeah. So all right, now let's take a look at your video. I'm really
Now
curious to see
yours
what
was
you're
in
going to share with us
85.
here.
I want our viewer and listener to picture the polar opposite lifestyle here. Oh, I turned off my video. Let's see.
That's
Share.
okay.
That's my mom in the yellow sweater.
Sure.
Now, what if I make this window bigger? Because do it. Because now it's just full size on me. I can't see you. But is it better for?
It's better for the viewing. Yes.
Okay, cool. That's me on the right and my sister in a playground. This is May 1987, Norton Shores.
You look like you're all done Michigan. Up for Sunday service.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. That you see those women there? See how they're all dressed?
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe these ladies?
Mormon-esque.
Yeah, Mormon-esque. Let's see. Here
we
go.
Long dresses down to their ankles.
That's my mom
collars,
on the left.
White shoes.
Yeah. Now listen, did you hear? You probably didn't hear the word my mom said. The ladies are talking about culottes, John.
Culottes. Those were shoes, right?
No. Culottes were dresses or skirts that had shorts under them. See that big fella? He was one of our neighbors.
That's a big fella.
He's a big old boy. I forget his name.
Yeah.
Not Bertrand. I can't remember. These are all folks from the church. This is Memorial Day service.
And then we met. This does look like a cult.
See those buns? Yeah. So this is leisure.
It's got a couple folks on a swing in the backyard. God damn, this is Midwest.
Dude, this is now all these people were at my dad's funeral.
Yeah, they were.
These are all the kids are in the sandbox.
We're jumping around a lot, but yeah.
They're blasting praise music. That's my sister Becky. She looks pretty normal. The kids look normal.
The kids do look normal. There's a lot of them. What? No, I'm sorry. Maybe I missed the context. Where are we? This is just a Memorial Day barbecue. This isn't necessarily a vacation. It's just a Memorial Day barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted you to see the church folk. Okay. Now I'll share my other video with you because there's not a whole lot of excitement with that one, but.
So we got a good cast of characters with the church here. That was good.
Yeah, but what I do want to show you, I'll stop sharing the screen for a second while I pull it up, is this little gem that I found of my downtown Muskegon Lumbertown Festival. Now, Muskegon, Michigan was a logging community. It was founded mostly by Native Americans. But then the whites came, John. And Charles Hackley was the big lumber baron of the town. So everything's named after him. Hackley Library, Hackley Hospital, all that. And for a long time, it was called Lumber Town. And we took all the lumber from Muskegon and up in the Northwest, and we built Chicago. And they transport it down the rivers and stuff. Then the big Chicago fire came, and everybody said, we got to build in brick. And the fools up in Michigan, they forgot to replant the trees because they thought, we'll have trees forever. Wasn't the case.
They'll never run out.
So what we got here is downtown Muskegon, and you're going to see some sights. I hope you're ready, John. You're going to be seeing some...
overture you just gave, a little introduction. I mean, it sounds like something I read in The Jungle or in history books
Yeah,
or something. It's ridiculous.
that's my grandpa, Frank Clinton Lutz. He was a railroad man. As you know, I abhor the rail yard, but my son Henry loves it. But here's me on the back
Okay,
of a
so
train.
some adults dressed in matching yellow shirts and white
Hmm.
hats.
That's my
What do their shirts
grandpa,
say?
who looks 87. He was probably 30.
Mhm.
Um, this is downtown Muskegon. Now, this little rail depot here, John. Oh, look at
Oh, it's
that.
Mumford and Sons.
These are the Amish.
We got we got a little what do they call that style of band? I can't remember.
Folk music?
Yeah, I don't know if I just call it folk music. I mean, the guy's got like a banjo and she's got an accordion. I don't know if I just straight call it folks.
Uh, Hayseed?
Maybe. Uh, it sounds
It's
like
like
they might be doing some square dancing.
yeah, this is like the Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack.
I got a
Now, a little
fly
piece
flying
of
around me in
history
here.
right here. This is the rail depot right outside of here, and this is where the last president of the United States campaigning came to visit. And that president, I'm going to skip ahead here. You can see the depot behind. There's a downtown Muskegon rail depot. And that president was John Fitzgerald Kennedy.
Mhm.
And the
Oh, you
only
got some
next,
kids clogging?
yep. Now these kids are definitely not Amish because they got their bangs cut.
That's a thing. You can't have bangs if you're Amish.
Yeah, no bangs allowed.
Bangs are technology.
Yeah, just long locks.
I mean, this is
Now
ridiculous.
let's see, John.
Have you seen the
Now,
Righteous Gemstones, Brandon?
no, but I really want to.
I
I
mean,
heard it's great.
this looks like a scene from the Righteous Gemstones. This is
It kind of sounds
ridiculous.
like that one song. Uh, what's Walter Goggins sings? Oh, a
Misbehaving.
payday! Oh, a payday! There'll be their name. Their
Yeah,
name
you've
is
got.
Paul. Paul and Wynn is the artist name. We should look them up because in a second, they're about 30 seconds. Their album cover is going to come across the screen. So, for our
This is
devoted
87.
YouTube viewers,
This is 1987, and they look to be in their 40s.
yeah, he murdered his whole family. I'm guessing.
Oh, is he the one who threw him
Yeah,
in the molten lava?
yeah. Oh, they're from Missouri. Paul and Wynn from Missouri. The
The
Great
Great
Lumbertown Music.
Lumbertown Music
Paul and
Festival.
Wynn.
Paul and Wynn.
50 miles of elbow room. I got to pause it here. Fiddle, mandolin, guitar, and vocals. The Preacher
Sure.
and the Bear, Milwaukee Blues. We got to look this up.
We got to find these
Yeah,
guys on
that's my
Spotify.
dad. My dad's going through their thing. There's no way these two are alive, dude.
Why
I'm
were
going
you?
to skip ahead.
Where was this?
I wasn't
This was
filming
just a
this.
festival at your house.
Yeah, but it's no, dude. This was not at my house.
No, I mean near your house. Near your
Yeah,
house.
near my house. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is downtown Muskegon, right on the waterfront. It's the
Okay.
Lumbertown Music Festival. These guys are sawing lumber, showing you how to professionally saw lumber, because that was the only work you could get back then in the mid
Sure.
1850s. So
It's
my
all
dad
replaced by robots.
judiciously filming. Now, I feel like these are AI-proof jobs right here. Look at this. It's got an old lumber mill.
There's no way this isn't done by robots in a factory now.
This is from Battle Creek, Michigan. Kind of the murder capital of the state at this point, if you ask me. So let's see if there's anything else of note. Just look at these strong men.
I'm guessing a lot of hard
You
drinking.
couldn't do this, John. You couldn't put this in chat, could you? You couldn't claw this. Look at that old steam engine train.
We got to explain to our audience. There
Okay.
are men sawing lumber from a very manual, like looks like a planer, some type of wood milling machine that's powered
Yeah.
by a locomotive steam engine with a giant belt. Power. It looks like something from the fucking 1910s.
Yeah. Oh, then there's a clipper down there. That's my grandpa in the far background, Grandpa Robert Ogborn. He's wandering around now. He's poking around. Speaking of, he's a swarthy man. Looks very Italian, if not Persian, but he, as far as I know, is English and German. He's checking that out. He's got a big disco shirt on his jeans. Now, these guys saw in the wood, John. They have
Yeah.
strong hands and strong arms. They must be. I wonder if your dad would have fought this guy fist to fist. What
Yeah.
do you think?
I think so. My dad's a machinist. This is a woodworker. I feel like they're brothers with from a different mother.
Now, the
Uh,
woodworker, for the listener, he's actually not dressed like a woodworker. He's dressed like a trucker in the 70s. He's got dirty jeans on, a tight red t shirt, one of those foam trucker hats, and
if you've
aviator.
seen the Sylvester Stallone vehicle Over the Top, this man looks to be a character from that movie.
Or he kind of looks like the guy in a honky tonk that, like, the hero, he would talk some shit and then he would want to fight the hero and the hero would knock him out with one punch, even though he was a foot and a
Patrick
half taller
Swayze
than
would
him.
give him a jump kick and take him
Yeah,
out.
totally. Yeah,
Yeah.
my
Now that's your
paw.
grandfather in the
Yeah,
the
that's my
disco
dad's
shirt.
dad. Funny thing about
Yeah.
my grandpa, he had a wood shop in the basement. And my whole life, dude, I thought he worked in a factory and I thought he worked in the sawmill and stuff. And
Hmm.
when he died, I was like, he died a couple years before my dad. I was like, yeah, grandpa, he was like a woodworker in the shop. And they go, no, no, no. He swept up. He swept up the sawdust.
He was a
That was his
janitor.
job for decades. He was a sweeper. I was like, a janitor? They were like, no, 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 a sweeper. Um, okay, so now there's all these people who kind of look like they died at the hands of David Koresh. We're about to have a dance off
Hmm.
here on the stage in front of the train depot. Which, by the way, if you're ever a fan of silent movies, John, the great silent film actor Buster Keaton used to come to Michigan and Muskegon and take the train in the summers where his actors rehearsed, and he would catch the train here to go down to the shoreline. So these folks are square dancing. No doubt
Hmm.
there's some children here that are probably wed to a single man from Utah uh, at some kind of religious ceremony. Uh, I'll skip to the end. I think that's pretty much it. Um, so that's a little
Well,
taste.
it didn't disappoint. It did not
Yeah.
disappoint. This is almost a caricature of where I thought you grew up.
Oh, good. I'm glad you see that I'm not a liar.
Now, you kind of talked about your upbringing, and I always thought, like, okay, it's probably, not as extreme. And I'm looking at it, and I think you probably, if anything, you undersold it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. It looks like a joke of growing up in a cult in an Amish farm town sawmill community.
We both got out, John. To think I could be on that stage if I stayed there and I'd have three child brides and I'd be in prison.
You could have started a jug band. Uh,
Yeah.
wow.
Well,
Well,
there she blows.
what a nice little treat for our audience. We got to
Yeah.
see a little bit of our where we came from.
Where we came from and perhaps where we're headed.